my inputs, my output. I started to live that amazing. The first week was 6 months ago. I decided to change my life.
Hi and bye.
I was in a position where I had nothing to lose, but potentially everything to gain. It all depended on my next steps and decisions. Being in Dubai for the first time, I wanted to experience everything. There is so much you can see and do here that you forget about your real responsibilities, such as work. And that's not good in my situation because experiences are not going to buy themselves. I noticed how a month flew by.
What just happened?
And I didn't accomplish anything. I was only spending money and earned almost nothing. This was not good. I had to make some changes. The thing about Dubai is that it has a lot to offer. It's quite impossible here to get bored or to run out of activities or entertainment. This means distractions are everywhere. And
Ferrari. Mas distractions are everywhere. Ferrari.
And that's not good in my situation. When you come here as a millionaire or a millionaire with the B, that's fine, you can really enjoy your life here. But I'm nowhere close to that. My goal when moving here was to grow my income, my network as an artist, as a professional, and as a person. So as I was searching on YouTube how to get focused work done, I learned about monk mode. Right then, I decided to start my first ever challenge. Knowing how easily distracted and overall chaotic person I am, I entered it with my complete devotion and curiosity. Succeeding at this means that I am growing and improving. So the rules were really strict for me. No alcohol, no cheap dopamine. That means no doom scrolling, no entertaining YouTube videos, no movies, no TV shows, no going out for fun. I almost gave up before even starting.
Oh, okay.
But that wasn't really enough. For the next 4 weeks, I would be one-on-one with myself. For the first time, I was going to face all my strengths and weaknesses with no escape in form of distractions and social media. And I knew that every weak character trait, internal limitation, or little addiction I may have will fight for their life
If we survive this,
to prevent me from completing this challenge. I knew it was going to be fun, but despite all my meticulous preparation, 5 days later, I found myself on the verge of giving up. No jokes. I was exhausted, I was anxious, and after all those daily workouts, every single muscle in my body hurt. Especially hard was not opening Instagram up to see what's new. For the first time, I was feeling like I was missing everything in this world. I felt isolated and behind. Maybe I should just quit. Then I remembered why I started in the first place, and that I already expected I would feel that way. In reality, I was just scared to be with myself and face all my mental blocks and limitations. After sitting down and going through all my feelings and emotions, I started to feel how I am gaining my peace. I was absolutely not going to give up. My desire to grow and improve was stronger than all my temptations. So I turned into my biggest ally and my greatest supporter. After that experience, I started to notice things, how my body responds to regular physical activity and how my mind reacts to daily meditation. And for the first time in my life, working out didn't feel like punishment. I embraced my pain because this meant my body is getting stronger. I accepted my psychological resistance because this meant I am becoming more resilient, more aware, and mentally stronger as well. The first week was the worst and at the same time the best.
Let me explain it to you so you'll understand.
It was the worst because I didn't accomplish all my tasks, almost nothing actually. But on the other hand, I did focus on my well-being, which is the foundation of everything else. I I was adapting and getting used to all the changes I was going through, as well as to my new routine. This week was the most important of all 4, because this week was about listening to my body and to my mind. As a result, it never felt easier to wake up at 5-6 a.m., to work out and meditate daily, and to have a routine. Also, after getting in tune with myself, it never felt easier to avoid procrastination and look for an escape by endlessly scrolling Instagram feed or YouTube videos. By week 2, I started to live that amazing feeling of looking forward to each day, waking up happy, at peace, and with clarity. And speaking of work, I accomplished in 1 week what I couldn't accomplish in a month before that. The same experience carried over in week 3 and 4, but by the end of it, I was so ready for it to be over so I could take a break. Now that my challenge is over, I am analyzing my progress and how I feel after it. Absolutely, I feel better both physically and mentally. I feel more calm and strong, and I have more clarity about my next steps. I completed a lot of work and I created more content than I do usually. My Instagram account, which was dead for years, started to show signs of life again due to my regular posts, and that's great. And I also lost a few kilograms thanks to my daily workouts and swimming. By the way, here's my progress. I started from almost no endurance. In 4 weeks, I went from dying after 10 minutes of swimming to swimming for an hour and not even feeling tired at all. Well, maybe a little bit, but far from dying. No doubt that my results during this challenge were higher than my average monthly accomplishments during the last few years. But I didn't achieve 100% of the goals I set for these 4 weeks. And now I wonder why. First of all, let's go through the organizational structure of my challenge. I had to write down my inputs, my outputs, and my expected transformation. So I opened my notes app and started to create my plan. It was fun in the first week, writing down my to-do list, crossing off my completed tasks, etc. But then it started to feel like a chore. Time and effort consumed on creating order out of chaos. I gradually started to avoid writing daily plans, but by the end, I lost a few days of progress because I didn't know what tasks I completed and when. So I can't really know if my weekly goals were really achieved or not. And it doesn't feel good. It's like winning the game and not getting the prize, you know? The Monk Mode Challenge is a great opportunity to exponentially improve your skills, business, productivity, and personal growth. It can reboot your life and work in the most efficient way if you ever felt like you're not doing any progress. But I no longer want to feel like I'm not getting the prize. I want to know I'm a winner after going through this challenge, not maybe a winner, but I can't know for sure because I lost data towards the end. And I want to look forward to another challenge with excitement. That's how the idea of Mind Quest came to my mind. After doing this challenge, I knew for sure I was going to repeat it. And I started to think about what would make me enjoy it even more. What would make me even more productive and successful? The answer was a fun, exciting, playful, and gamified experience. And that's for sure not going to happen inside the Notes app. So I decided to create my own app for Monk Mode challenges. Of course, there are already some apps in the App Store, but I didn't really like them. This is because they're not inspiring and visually appealing at all. Being the kind of person that I am, it's important for me to get visually attached to the app, or else I am just not going to feel inspired to work through it. So my vision for Mind Quest is making the challenge feel like a fun, entertaining, and playful quest on your way to reach your desired transformation. It has to feel almost like a game, except your wins are not only virtual, but they cross over into your real life. life. Just visualizing this up, I already feel excited about my next challenge, even if I'm quite tired from my current one. But it was absolutely worth it. Until my next Monk Mode challenge, I'll be hard at work on the Mind Quest app, so that I could have a simple version ready to test it for real and avoid the clutter I had in my notes. Using Mind Quest will fill up my lack of entertainment during the challenge and also help me complete way more tasks than I did without it. Of course, I'll be sharing the whole process in public, so make sure you're subscribed to get updates about this. No alcohol, no... I accomplished in 1 week what? Whoa. So to get